This is what we're working with here. Oh, hey. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're putting some new exhaust on the BMW here, the 3.0 SI. So we got a little Borla action. Woo! We got some 2.5-inch stainless action, and I'll get you under there and show you the mess we have. It's actually all stock. Really need to get rid of it. This is gonna help it perform a lot better. I'm kind of doing a resto mod on this car. Just doing the one muffler. We're getting rid of the big muffler in the middle. We're gonna delete that. I don't even know. It's the largest muffler. I'll show you. It's the largest muffler you'll ever see. I mean, I've never seen a muffler this big. Looks like it belongs on a semi. So yeah, let's get you under there, show you what we're working with. Man, I think this might be exhausting. Huh? I couldn't help it. There'll be many of those jokes, maybe. Let me set this stuff down before I get exhausted. All right, guys, we're gonna get up on the lift. Let's get underneath here and see what we have. Got one muffler. So just adapt to these. I have a way. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. But this is the world's largest muffler I'm talking about. Look at this thing. Holy moly, that's insane. The thing's got to be 4 feet long. It's just, I don't know. It's got a big hole. Yeah, that's not helping anything, is it? So we got to get that out of there. Gonna go bigger here, and then you can see this is original exhaust here. It's pretty simple. It doesn't go up and over an axle or anything, as you can see. It just goes straight back over here. And we got, this is pretty new. It's kind of a little bit of goobery welds, and we took that bumper off the back. So the old bumper stuck out to about, well, probably like out to here. And the tailpipe's got to go. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for a tailpipe. I might just leave it stainless for now, polish it up, make it look good. We're gonna tuck it in just so it's just probably right about here. Get rid of that, lob that off, that thing's gone. And we'll just do a nice turn here. The new muffler's a little shorter, so we'll get a little bit more of a pipe out here. We'll probably get it pretty close in here. I'm gonna try to keep it as far away from the spare tire as I can, but heat shouldn't be a problem there. This is the gas tank. There's a heat shield here. I'm gonna try to make it removable, and let me show you what I got over here. All right, guys, this is what we're working with here. I bought a whole kit, a 2.5 stainless polished. These are the headers from the 944 S2. I bought a bunch of 90s. These are great to have when you're doing one of these kits. Get the Borla exhaust. This is all 304 stainless, so we're gonna burn through some cutting discs, that's for sure. This stuff is hard as nails, man. Actually, these are probably harder. But yeah, so it looks like we'll need a couple of these. I have 4 of everything of these. I don't think we're gonna need more than one of these of the straight pipe. We're probably gonna need a couple of these and maybe one of these. I don't think we're gonna need this at all since we have these 90s. These are great because they're a full 90. When you get them that short, it's perfect. You can make some short turns, which we're gonna need to do. Anyways, let's get underneath this car and figure out where we're gonna cut this exhaust off. I don't know. You just kind of probably gonna lob it off here. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna cut them off right here. I think I'm just gonna cut them off as close to these as I can. And we'll drop this whole exhaust down and get it out of the way. I hope that's not a mistake, but hey, I got a welder. It's a metal gluer. So I can glue that right back together if I screw it up and don't like it. Nerd 2000's engaged. Cutting wheel. We're gonna go through a lot of these. Not on this one, but whoa, our first Harley of the night. Okay, we're gonna cut this down. It's probably gonna fall. Probably should put a, yeah. Safety first. Always undo your tool. Always undo your tool. A joke there somewhere. There we go. There we go, there we go. All right, now we're just gonna cut these. Now that that's held up, it won't fall down and kill me. just gotta pop these little O-rings off here. This one's pretty stretched out. Too hard to get that off there. All right, you know what I said? There, I got that one. All right, we got those undone. I just gotta get these. Shouldn't be too bad. Pop it, coffee. There's that one and that one. All right, she's coming down. Whew. This is exhausting. All right, done a little off camera. I just welded this on. I had to kind of make up for this. I made this piece with what I had, and I had somebody flare these for me to meet the header. So now, this is kind of garbly-guck. Don't look at that. So now I made this so I can make this disconnect for the exhaust. So if I need to repair or pull down the drive shaft for any reason, or the rear end or whatever that is, I can actually take it out as one, take it off as one piece. So this is the front. This is going to be the rear. Right now, I'm going to actually weld this around. This is actually a stainless piece off the Porsche. So I just had to reduce it down, so I just used that. So I'm gonna weld these. Watch. Make sure you put your, you need more than Nerd 2000s doing this. You need a welding helmet. But for some reason, you can walk that on the camera, right? All right, safety third. Whew. So go on there like that. So anyways, we're gonna go over to the car and see where we're gonna put it. All right, guys, we're back over here under the car. I'm just trying to mock it up to see where it needs to go. I got the old exhaust down there, which is very helpful. This is obviously a little bigger, so we're gonna have to cut this off here to get it to kind of sit up a little higher. And I got a piece over here. I kind of got something tacked together over here. What I'm working on right now is I get this little 90 that needs to go in there, and I think what we need to do, I looked at that one, what we need to do is this needs to go, that was like that, so that needs to go kind of like that there, so that I can get up as high as it can to keep the exhaust up. And then we have to kick this up a little bit towards the exhaust, just a tiny bit, but we also have to clear the CV shaft. So right about there. Then we'll need to come up with a pipe from here to the muffler, because this muffler is shorter than the old one. So we're gonna have to do a couple pie cuts or something. I got plenty of pipe, that's for sure. We're laying some pipe. There's a joke there somewhere. Figure it out. Got plenty of stainless. So that looks like I want that about there. I think that's where that needs to go. And we'll cut that there. I usually put some tape around it, a little masking tape, so you get a nice straight line. Nerd 2000's engaged. And I got the little bent piece welded in there. I cut it over there. I just kind of pie cut. Got to do a couple of those to get this to fit. So I got that 45 in there. And now I'm going to get this this whoop-de-doo in here. And I'm going to do, the dangerous welding where you just kind of close your eyes and hope for the best. I got to tack this in here and I got to get it where I want to get it. I think that's probably good. Now I just got to make sure I have the item to tack in my hand. That's right about where I want it. All right, here goes nothing, guys. Close your eyes. We're gonna have to do that, but cut it like here, and then we need another to go into the muffler. We're getting pretty close to the getting this exhaust done on this BMW. I've got the hangers in, so I got a hanger here. I just welded that in real quick. It seems to be fitting real nice. I tightened up some of the welds. I'm gonna grind those back and smooth them out. I don't have a TIG welder, so I can't TIG these. I'd really like to, but I can't because I don't have one. About that. But this is looking pretty good. It's centered in the middle. We got all the hangers. We got a hanger here. Got a hanger here. We got another hanger here. I'll probably put one on the other side, but that's where we're at with this right now. I've got the exhaust off the BMW, and it's all one piece, it's all tacked together, but what I wanted to put on the bench, and I want to actually weld it all together so it doesn't move around. So it's where we want it. Weld these up with the MIG welder. I wish I had, like I said before, a TIG welder. If I had a TIG welder, I would TIG, but I literally TIG welded like twice in my life, and it'd probably be prettier this way. So we're going to use the MIG welder. And we'll polish up the welds. They'll be a little bit bigger, not as neat, but not really show car or anything like that. And this is my first custom exhaust, full custom exhaust. I've welded mufflers in before. I've done little pieces, but I've never done a full exhaust. And so this is where I'm at, and it's kind of an experiment. So let's get to welding. I think we'll just start wherever. Where should we start? Start in the middle. Why not, right? All right, just gonna clean this up. A little Scotch Brite, just to prep the area. All right, I'm gonna do now, I know a lot of people like this orange, but I'm gonna polish it up. You can use a gray Scotch Brite, and you can just give it a little polish over the welds, because I use stainless wire, so it should match pretty good. You'll still get a little bit of color, like the rainbow effect from the heat, which looks pretty good. The other thing you can do is you can use a wire wheel, and that will kind of polish the welds a little bit. So get rid of those little areas too where you got a little bit of splatter from the weld. They probably could have turned the gas up a little bit. That one looks kind of gnarly. I like that one. Looks good. But we're gonna take it right away. I think we might need a new piece. Getting kind of crusty. All right, you guys got the idea. We're gonna do that to the rest of them and clean them up, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Maybe polish it a little more. So now I'm gonna polish this up a little bit. I'm just gonna take the Scotch-Brite and just scuff this up. Just get rid of all the little gnarly spots. Just clean it up, any kind of grease. It doesn't need to be done, but might as well, right? It's out of the car. And it doesn't take much. It's just get off the yuckies from that there. I mean, that polished it up pretty good, but then we're gonna put a little bit on this right here. Wool pad. Doop-de-doo. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo, and go to town. I mean, I could go crazy and wet sand this and do crazy stuff with it, but I'm not gonna do that. I just wanna clean it up. Here's the exhaust all done, guys. Got it all welded together, got it polished up, ready to be reinstalled in the car. Get it back this way. And the one thing I wanted to do before is I wanted to get the Nerd 2000s on, always, you know. I wanted to do a couple things. I couldn't reach on top of here for the weld, so the drive shaft's out now, as you can see, no drive shaft. I wanted to change the center bearing because that was roasted and the rubber was falling apart. I got it over on the, I took it apart. Here's part of it here. The U-joints are in pretty good shape. But I was hoping to put a new guibo in it, which is what they call a guibo. It's like a rag joint kind of for the drive shaft. It connects here. Anyways, so I took drive shaft out. Now I can get to the top of these. There's a hole there and a hole there. I just couldn't get in there with the welder, so now I can do that. We'll clean this up and we'll get a new support bearing, center support bearing in there. That was really nasty. And maybe we'll clean up some of this metal, but that's what I wanted to show you what I was doing. And I got it over here in the vise. Walk over here. And the old one, it's just part of it's in the sink, it was just disintegrated. Old rubber, I think it was the original one. This is what it's supposed to look like. All one piece. And the bearing kind of fell apart. The bearing it's pretty gross. It's kind of rusty inside. The seal is bad, so water got in there. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. And I'm cleaning up the rust on the splines and here where the bearing sits. It was a little hard getting it off. It was pretty corroded on there. You can see inside there that it's all rusty. So get that cleaned up. I'm just cleaning that up. As you can see, I cleaned that up with the whiz wheel with a wire brush on it. And I'm gonna clean the drive shaft. I'm just gonna, hit it with some Scotch-Brite and clean it, and I'm gonna spray paint it back gray. That way, somebody knows I was in there. I know I was in there. Obviously, I remember that. But I just want it to look better. Anyways, just cleaned up. That way, if you have any leaks or anything, you'll be able to tell right away. And yeah, so we're gonna get this new support bearing in there, pushed on here, slides right on like that, and it goes right up against here, and it's held on by a little lock, a little snap ring like this. And that goes over here, and you snap it back in. Not too bad. I lost a little footage there. Sorry about that, guys. It was in slow-mo, and I can't use that. But I got the exhaust back in. I cleaned up a lot of things back here. I did some chip guard back here underneath here, cleaned up this dust, the shield, but here's the exhaust looking pretty good. I painted I sanded this all down back here, cleaned up the CV shafts. You can see that the original paint marks are back here from the factory. These have never been changed. You can see that they have never been removed from the car, unless somebody was super anal, which wouldn't make sense, but they have chalk marks in the exact same spot, same over here. But anyways, I painted up this stuff. I just wanted to look good under here. The exhaust, all the hangers in here, everything's welded in. The exhaust will not move. It moves the whole car. So we've got it secured really, really well. We got it tucked up nice and close. I painted the drive shaft when it was out, serviced that. New center support bearing. Painted the frame back here. Just cleaned everything up under here. I just wanted it, you know what, the exhaust is out, the drive shaft's out, might as well clean it up. Clean up a little bit of rust under here, just surface rust. And we got this all welded up here when the drive shaft was out. We got it bolted up. It's ready to go, it's all in. I used just some ceramic paint on this, the VHT ceramic coat, exhaust coat, just to kind of clean that up, make it look a little better. But we're about to fire it up. I'm pretty excited. We'll take you a quick view on this exhaust, so we'll get you going here. Now, I built this for less than 200 bucks. I mean, I obviously have some time into it. You got to take your time with them to get them to come out. It's pretty much perfectly centered. You just got to take your time. A little bit here, a little bit there, and eventually you'll get it. You can go off the old exhaust, which you can see over there. That thing was terrible. Probably weighs 30 pounds more than this one. The stainless is a lot lighter. Yeah, so we're gonna fire it up, see what she sounds like. Vroom, vroom, baby. This is what was under there. That's no good. And that is the largest muffler I've ever seen, or resonator, or whatever that is. But this just looks so much better. I mean, just ignore that, but that adapter I had to make. But yeah, we're cleaned up, ready to fire her up. I'm ready. Let's go do it. All right, here we go. You guys ready? I'm happy with it. You guys happy with it? Yeah. Well, there you have it. I think we're good. It smells like new stainless steel in here. I'm real happy with that. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe if you like what you're seeing. There'll be more videos to come. Check out my other stuff. Yeah, we're going to keep going on this car. We're going to detail it, do all sorts of crazy stuff to it. And lower it and raise it and do, you know, all that stuff. So, hey, thanks a lot, guys. And tune in next time. Or until next time. Later. Thank you. Dad joke. Dad joke. I got a good dad joke. This job was exhausting. Ha! See? It just works with the... All right. Till next time. Take care.